Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here putting together some one signature Christmas journals. And this is kind of odd, but I had a lot of leftover papers from the Christmas journals I had made previously, like one or two sheets from some different digitals that I had purchased. And I thought, should I really print out more digitals? Why don't I just use what I have, kind of mix and match, designers' digitals together and stuff. So I've come up with 5, okay? And what I did is I tried to pick papers inside. If there were printed digitals, I tried to pick papers inside that kind of had the same tone as the top sheet. So like, for instance, this had kind of a beigey brown antique-y feel, so I had a music paper that was kind of that same color. Now this one has more of a bluish, so I had a music sheet, different, but it was more of this color. So you can see I'm just trying to put them together. This has kind of a green, based on how they match. And then there's other papers in here as well. But they're all a mixture of digitals that I've purchased in the past, Christmas digitals, and they're all leftovers. And then I downloaded Joey Cardmaker's freebies from Ko-fi, and I've got some sheets here. Well, these are like 2 different kits. There's one, because I used some of the papers in here, but he's got 2 different Christmas ones. I'll try to, if you go to Joey Cardmaker at Ko-fi, these are his free digitals, and you can use them as collage, backgrounds, whatever you want. But I did use some of them, a couple of them in here already, because I didn't have enough of each different kind. The other thing I did was I went to my ephemera box. Let me see if I can pull this over. I went to my ephemera box and I pulled out, excuse me, everything that had to do with Christmas. Okay, all my extra ephemera. Oh, that's actually an extra page. And I got this box right here. I don't know if you can see it. And I was just stacking the things in here. Now these, I have a bunch of these Season's Greetings envelopes, and there are 5 journals, and I have 5 envelopes. So I'll probably use these in those journals. But anyways, I pulled out everything I had. This was a kind of a Christmas card. This was, I don't know what it was from. Maybe a Christmas card. I saved Christmas cards and cut the fronts off. This is one of the digitals, and I just made it into a fold-over card. This was a bag I made out of paper. You know, you can stick something in there. These were Christmas cards left over years ago. They were Christmas cards, so I cut the front off because the inside had a saying on it that, I don't know, I didn't like it. And so I saved those. And then I had, this was a cut off from my glue pages. So I went ahead and backed it, sewed it, and then this was part of a Christmas card and put that on front. So everything that's in this box is pretty much, this was a Christmas card, is pretty much completed and ready to go in a journal, okay? And last night I sat and I made some of these, like this one I made last night. The actual bottom card I had, but it had nothing on it. It didn't have a focal point. So that's a Christmas card. And what I did with this one is the margins were pretty uneven, so I just trimmed out the margins so that it would be even. This one, I put a digital on top of it, and sewed around it. This is a tag that I just put a focal point on, and there's fabric. I may add something to that, but I'm not sure. And again, this one I collaged last night and put together. And I don't have any toppers on them because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. This was a saying off the back of a Christmas card, you know, like when you open it and you fold it and there's the back part. That was on there, and this is part of a digital, and this is part of my glue pages. The sayings on most of these are from my Christmas sayings. This was an angel card that I had already completed. This one I made last night, Jingle Bells. I made this cellophane bag last night. I just took a cellophane bag. I had a piece of paper left over and a graphic, and I was kind of thinking I might put this tag in there and put a topper on it, and I thought that would be pretty. This was an envelope, the end of an envelope that I did, you know, we did cutoffs, and I put a thumb notch in it. This is some old scrapbook paper, so I found some graphics and put those on it, and I thought, well, that would be cute, you know, like a like a little pocket and a side tuck or something. This came from some digital, and I'm not sure where it came from, but I did put a little stamp on it that kind of matches more these designs. And then these were all little tags and cards. Like this was a card, and I put this graphic on it and the words. These are small little tags that I had made a long while ago. And so I need to punch something or put a topper on those, but they'll be good for little places. And then this one, all I did to this one last night was put these little holes on it. So these are done. Then I have a pile over there of ones that I made that need to be stitched. Like these. This one I have to stitch, but this was old scrapbook paper that I backed. I didn't like the back. It was a double-sided, and so I put a couple of graphics on it, and that'll become, here, I can show you. These are all the same paper. And this one, and this graphic is from, I think it's Leanna Scrap Patchwork. That was, you know, and as well as this one. And so these I have to sew around yet. And this one as well. Now this one, this is funny. This paper that you can't see very well back here, okay, it's got Christmas words, but when I cut these into tags, it cut all the words apart. The back side of this is this design, okay? But I started putting the paper on, I was putting it on the wrong side. So I meant to cover up this side, and then I would have this showing and put a graphic on it. But I ended up just putting this graphic on and these words and some paper to kind of cover it up. It doesn't look bad. And then this was part of a scrapbooking paper, and it had other stuff around it that I must have used. And so I thought I would just sew around this and it would become a card. So these are on my sewing machine to be done. What I was going to do today was, most of you, if you follow me, you know that I usually do a fold over page and it's collaged with papers. So that's what I'm going to work on today, and see what else I have to put in these journals. I have some scrap papers that I could do half sheets. I mean, to do a one signature journal, you need about 12 or more pages. And I thought, gosh, these would really make cool December dailies for people. And because I'm not printing all the graphics out, they're ones that are already printed, I think I can list them in my Etsy shop at a really reasonable price. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause. I'm going to go ahead and do my collage sheets. And then when I come back, I'll see what we need to work on. I made a list of things that need to go in the journals, like, you know, do I want to put in belly bands, paper clips, pockets, flips. What do I want to put in here? And my idea is that I don't want to put a lot, because if somebody wants to use these as a December daily, they might want to decorate it their own way as well as journal. So this is what I thought I would do tonight. I made a list of the things that I want to put in them, and one of them was vertical belly bands. I want to put at least one vertical belly band in each journal. So I save my glue pages, because I do my gluing on this book, and when they get really icky, I save them. And so I was getting ready to cut these down, and I thought, how do I want to decorate them? I have scraps galore, but no real focal point. So anyways, I downloaded Joey Cardmaker's freebies on his Ko-fi shop, and he had, let me show you. I just cut this one out, and that is what prompted me to start the camera. And then this one is like Victorian or vintage or something, and I just now cut this off of the edge because I want to use this as a belly band. But this kit comes with a page of ephemera, and then these different, beautiful, beautiful color pages. And I thought, I'm going to use these for my belly bands. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to, what I try to do is match up things that go in here kind of with the cover, the first page. These are not the covers. I haven't created covers yet, but these are the first pages. Like this is a signature, and at things that I put in this signature, I tried to match up with, you know, like what would best match the first page. But remember, I'm dealing with leftovers. I'm not downloading any new digitals. I'm not using any new digitals other than Joey's. So, you know, you can't match everything, but I think I came pretty close, you know, like color wise, like here's the cover and here's one of the pages. See if I have anything else. Oh, and then the center page is, let me see, is kind of the same colors. Okay, like this. So that's what I was trying to do. And I thought they'll come out so cute. But anyways, I wanted to do the belly bands. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to cut my things to 3 inches and however long. I'm going to cut my pieces off Joey's digitals. And I'm going to try to match them up. And then as I do another step, I'll come back and do another video. So it's kind of like a craft along with me type video. So I'm going to have a seat and get started. So the first thing I want to do is cut down these pages. So I know that I want them all 3 inches. And these are my glue sheets folded over. Excuse me, they're like folded over and kind of glued. I hope the lighting is okay here, because it's evening, so. Christmas is coming upon us pretty quick, huh? Like Halloween is almost here. I used to, years ago, when I had kids in my house, we put up our Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving. I always took that day off of work because the kids always had off. I raised both my kids and my grandkids. And on the day after Thanksgiving, we made homemade ornaments. Everybody made 1 or 2 ornaments. We put up our tree, and that's what we did. So we decorated our Christmas tree and made ornaments on that day. It's kind of a crafty day and a fun day. I gotta have a cup of coffee. Hold on. A sip of coffee. Anyways, so let's see. I have to measure these too. So let me see if if I want it to be just shy of the top and bottom, I'm going to see where I'm at on my mat. Okay, so we're at about 8 1/4, so that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to cut those down as well. I should bring my cutter back. But I kind of don't know what to do with myself during the holidays, so the last couple of years I put my Christmas tree up on Halloween. I know you're all going to think that's crazy. But then it's there, it's already up like during Thanksgiving and whatever. I don't know. Just my thing. I don't know if I'm even going to do that this year. Thinking about it, we are not doing our family Christmas until after Christmas exactly, because my grandson, who's in Japan, is coming home. And I think on one of my other videos I mentioned that 8 1/4, that he was going to come back and spend, his wife is over in Ocala. She's living with her mom here in the States, and he's teaching over there and has a contract to fulfill. She's going to school and working. So he's going to come home, but he's going to spend a little time up to Christmas and Christmas over in Ocala. And then him and his wife will come over here and spend a couple days with us, with this side of the family over here. So we're really not going to do a family Christmas until after Christmas. So I don't know how I'm going to feel having that Christmas tree up all that time and not celebrate until after Christmas. So I don't really know what I'm going to do this year. Plus, I got the new puppy and he destroys everything. Okay, so these are all cut to size. Okay, so looking at my covers, I did cut the red one already. Where did I put it? Okay, Tommy, get with it. Oh my goodness. I have no idea where I put it. Must be in here somewhere. Oh, when I showed you that I did cut it. So, really, all I'm doing is looking at the different maybe edge things here and seeing where they would fit best. And I'm looking at these as well. In which journals they would fit best. So this one's got poinsettias. I kind of like this, but I kind of like that. But would anything go any better? Well, I know right off the bat that this right here, I think goes really well with this one. But would a different one go with this one better? These are all kind of pretty. Like, look at these birds. I mean, I have choices here. That might go with this one, right? The darker. Yeah, I think that might go with this one. So I'm going to cut this one. Oh, maybe. Or maybe, look at this. This one right here might go nice as well. What do you think? Oh my goodness, I can't decide. And the thing is, the style in these journals, it's so funny. The styles are so, there's digitals from different things. So it's not like, okay, this is a vintage, this is, you know, more modern, this is country. It's just a mishmash of all my odd papers in that. So it's kind of odd, but I really think I like this one. Okay. So, so it's kind of hard to make decisions because if you look anywhere else in the journal, those pages might not even come close to matching. But I think it's going to be fun. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so this one will go with this journal. I think I'm going to go this one with this journal. I don't know why. I just love that with it. So we've got those two. Okay, so now we need something for these three. And I do like this one. Oh, would look good for that. Oh, that one, let me see. Oh, you know what? I bet this would go, any of these would go good with this journal. So let's put that aside and let me decide that. I do think, though, that I want this one with this journal here. I think, yes. Yeah. Make the decision, Tommy. See, I tell people all the time, I get comments on my videos, or if I'm watching somebody else's videos, what I admire most about other people who work on junk journals is their ability to make decisions fairly quickly. I'm not good at that. It takes me forever, and that's why journals take me so long to create. These all have like bows or something, so I might want to do something a little different with those. Nope. Nope. This is the last one that has like the color, and I don't think that color matches. So nope. So we're going to have to pick two of these, one for this journal and one for this one. Let me just see what else we might have in here. We have bulbs in here. We have more bulbs in here, but the colors match good. Let's see what we have in this one. Well, I'm not sure that I necessarily want to do birds because this has snow on it. What's the center one? Is this. I think I'm going to do the trees for this one. No. I think I need to go with this right here because it's this darker blue. And then we'll do in this one, we'll do, I'm looking for the center page or whatever. I think we could do the birds because there's not a lot of snow in here. So let's see. Let's do if I go 3 inches, that's how wide it is. It would be about like this. Yeah, I think this will be okay. And then this one, I don't know. What do you think? I have to do 3 inches. So if I go 3 inches here, it would be just on the other side of that. if I do 3 inches with the trees, we would get some of this. I think I want to use this side. I think. We'll see. So we know that we're going to do them 3 inches wide. I think just because of this darker color, it doesn't match exactly, but I think it's close. So I think we'll be okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move these off, bring these back with my glue book. And the next thing we want to do is we want to glue these to the glue page like this. So I'm just going to use I'm going to sew these. Anytime I use one of these pages that are like doubled and kind of glued together, I like to sew them. So I'm not real particular here about this gluing. I just want to get it on. These journals are going to be cute, I think. So then I'm just going to sew around it, and we'll figure out if we need a focal point, or maybe I won't do a lot of focal points. But I want to keep it with the journal I picked, because I don't know who's going to end up with it, and they might, they might want to do their own thing. I don't know. It's hard when you start decorating a journal. I mean, unless you have a specific theme, and other than just being Christmas, I don't have a Christmas theme for these, because they're just using my leftovers, which is nice because it's going to cut down on all the stuff I have stored, paper pieces. But there's really no theme to it, so it's kind of hard to pick focal points like this. Like, birds don't really go with this, the colors go, and that's what I'm concerned about. I'm hoping that everybody gets this and doesn't think it's crazy that I'm like not being real particular about the theme. It's Christmas. I don't know. So, okay, so that's that one. And then we want this one. This is really pretty. I did the Joey's mashup. I'm working on that, and I've done 3 so far. He puts freebies up in his Ko-fi shop that you can download. It's for any kind of paper crafters, not just journal makers. And his challenge is that you use those freebies to create paper craft. And then, obviously he's trying to promote his digital work because he sells on Etsy. And this is a way, if you create something and you put it on your own channel and you hashtag him, I think it's Mashup Joey, then, it gives him, it gets people to see what he creates. And that's the purpose, is to get himself out there and, have people look at his digitals and that. So, I'm just trimming off where this is just a little bit wider. But anyways, he does excellent, just excellent digitals. They're very vibrant. They're beautiful. And he also he'll do a set of digitals, and then he'll have a freebie set that matches it on his Ko-fi shop. So if you buy the digitals in his Etsy shop, oftentimes there is, I don't know all that much about his work yet. I just found him about a month ago. And or a little over a month ago. But I do know that he does digitals, and then in his Ko-fi shop, he'll have a couple of free pages that match those digitals for free, like collage pages or, you know, something like that. So that's kind of cool. It's like an added bonus to his digitals if you purchase his digitals. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this one right in this middle page. Oh, French book. Restez à la maison. Okay. I'm going to trim this one. Anyways, I really enjoyed doing the mashup. And what I did was I just created journal pages, and then I put them in my box with journal pages. So if I, you know, make a journal and I can use them for that, then I will. And as the new year starts, I will probably go over to his digitals and maybe get some ideas for journals and download some of his digitals, because they are beautiful. Just his freebies are gorgeous, so you know his digitals are nice. But anyways, I downloaded them, so I wanted to use them, and I thought, oh my gosh, I could make the belly bands with these. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and sew these. I actually did a video when I first started these, because I was going to do kind of a start to finish, and I thought it would be very difficult because I'm doing 5 at one time. So a lot of it's very repetitious. So short little stints, but very repetitious. So I thought, no, I don't know. So I didn't even upload it or anything. So I may look at it again and see if there's parts of that video that, you know, I can piece into this one to give you an idea of maybe how I picked out the pages or something. So, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sew these, and then let me see how much time we have left. Okay, we're at about 25 minutes. If I sew these and come back and then just show them to you sewed, and I don't know, maybe I will go ahead and stop and actually put them on a page, sew them, put them on a page, and then come back and show you how they look. Whatever, I'll be back. It'll be a moment for you. It'll be, I don't know how long for me. Okay, I'm back, and I went ahead and sewed each one of these, and then I looked through my elements, like what I had, to maybe put a focal point, and I found these tags. And I thought, I don't need anything else on this belly band other than this tag, and what if we made it a double belly band? So I was thinking we'll glue here and here, and then around the top and just on the bottom. So it would make it like a double belly band. I think that's the way we're going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and let's glue these in. These came out really cute. I'm really liking this. Honestly, I'm loving that I'm using up all my, well, they're not really scraps because they're not bits and pieces. They were, some of these were whole sheets. And now with art glitter glue, it holds really well, and it dries pretty fast, but you do have to kind of hold it in place for a minute so it can grab. Okay, and then on this one, I'm going to go right along. I think we'll go just like this, just over the curve like that, and maybe maybe just along the bottom. Anyways, I found these tags and they matched the paper so good. And I thought, oh my gosh, I could just put those on there and we don't need anything else. So now, let me find something if I have a tag. Well, I had a tag left over, so I had one of these tags left over. So now you've got your belly band, but you also have another belly band right there. I'm excited. Okay, so there's one. Okay, and we'll go ahead and glue this one down. Really needs to be flatter. I like all the strings, so I tend not to cut the strings off when I sew things. So if somebody doesn't like strings, they may have to cut them off. And like I said, with these journals, they're going to be pretty basic. I'm trying to keep them, you know, cost effective if I list them in my Etsy shop. And so I'm not doing a lot of decorating and I'm not making a lot of ephemera. I think whoever gets the journals can decorate them the way they like. You know, and I'll just do the basics. But there'll be a lot of writing space too in here. Okay, let's see if that works. We got a place there, and we got our belly band right there. Perfect. 2. Now this page, again, is not a whole, like here's our center page of the journal right here, okay? And this was a leftover page, but it wasn't a full-size sheet, so it doesn't go all the way over to the edge. So you can see I'm using just what I have left here. I think there's one in one of these journals, there's like a half page as well. This art glitter glue dries fast. I mean, it grabs fast. So here we've got this, and then we're going to put this one on. And I think I have some small tags, so I have tags that should go behind here. I think that's about right. So here's our belly band right here. And then here's our little mini belly band. That is so cute. I love, 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 love. And we got this one. If you see, I always like kind of flip like this, checking to make sure I'm right side up. Okay, and here's another one, another half page. So this was, I must have used part of this for something, for a different journal. And this was in my, you know, it was a big enough piece where I put it in with my leftover pages, even though it wasn't a whole page. So I don't know if y'all are working on Christmas stuff. I made my cover for, I think you already saw, if you follow my channel, then you saw that I did my Defemember journal cover. I have not participated in Defemember before, prior to this. I respect both of the artists that host it very much. Barbara from 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel I've followed for a long time, and I love her digitals, so I have bought many of her digitals. Anyways, I thought I would try to participate this year, and the thing that's cool about it is, honestly, they give you prompts. If you're creative and can think of things, then that's great, and it'll get your mind going. But you don't have to post anything if you don't want to. I mean, you know, there's a channel for Defemember inspiration, and you know, and you can post things like on Instagram or on your Facebook page or something. But again, if you're not, you know, I'll try it and see how I do. I did see somebody made a comment that they started one 2 years ago and they just finished their cover, and they're going to do, they're going to try again this year. So that's kind of cool. And a lot of beginners, a lot of people say they're new, which is good for me because that's what I am to it, new. So I worked on that. I just finished a commission journal, and I thought in between that and my commission journal and Defemember, I would try to get these Christmas journals in my Etsy shop. And I'm always trying to organize my craft space because it's small, and one of my fellow journal makers, just did a tour of her craft studio. She moved from what she says was a very small space to, she's got much larger space now. And I thought, you know, I was going to do one when I moved my studio into here, and I never finished it. I did the beginning part, but I never finished it, so I think I'm going to. Okay, this goes in here, and then we've got this. So I love these. So so I can cross that off my list. So that would be the vertical belly bands. I did 5 of those. Perfect. And so what I have listed here is altered paper clips, horizontal pockets, you know, bottom, read-a-donnelly flips, and to make sure I put lace on all the pages. And I need to come up with a couple of more ideas. So I hope you like these. Give me comments, your opinions. I like it all. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do a start to finish and do everything on video, but I thought as I do things in these journals, I would go ahead and video so you can kind of see the progress. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.